started DJing back in 1992 in high school. I was pretty much the only DJ at the time around here, and I had one turntable, and the other turntable wasn't really like tip-top shape. It was like a belt drive, and I had to borrow it from like my cousin who lived down the street, and it was just a regular turntable. It comes with like a tape deck and everything, so I had a DJ with like a home studio turntable with like all the tape decks and stuff, and then a real life turntable with the pitch control. So that's how I started. As of late, since music has changed so much in the last 2 decades, obviously it's electronic influence, so I tend to mix the music from back in the 80s to like some hip hop. Because everybody's music contention now is super short, so it's gotta like fly through really quick. I would say Vegas, just because it's non-stop. The city doesn't really sleep. Every night there's always something, and it's a new crowd every single day. So the excitement and the atmosphere is pretty much like through the roof like every day. So I'm spoiled because I get to have that every week. So yeah, I guess Vegas. Right now I'm using the CDJ 2000s. I used to use the laptop during my sets, but I pretty much condensed everything to the very little equipment that I can carry around. So I just play off an SD card, and that's it. I just show up with my headphones and SD cards there. Numerous times, and no one can ever notice this, but there was this time when I was DJing somewhere, I believe it was in Chicago, and I don't know if it was a malfunction with the equipment or something, but the CD player stopped, and there's like a default to where it goes on an automatic loop, so it doesn't really kill the music. So this loop precaution thing comes on from the CDJ, and I'm able to play the next record. It wasn't really perfect, but I slammed into a new song, so no one ever heard it, but I've never had any worse disasters than that one. My style, again, since there's so much music flying around, and I like to play a little bit of everything from electro house to trap, a little bit of hip hop, and some 80s in between. Just to be different from like all the other EDM DJs that play strictly, their 15 songs for an hour. You can't go like non-stop. So I'd like to take everyone on the ride and make sure everyone enjoys the music that I play. My stage presence. I've been made fun of just constantly throwing my hands up in the air and clapping and make sure everyone's involved in the party. And I sell the music as I perform, so if it's a good track, I gotta show it's a good track, so that way people can respond to it and have the same energy as I have. So that's cool. Hi, I'm Tony Arzadon. I'm representing Scam Artist, and this is my life as a DJ.